Hello, I hope that you're all doing well. If you're new here, I'm Shannon and I'm a pet portrait and wildlife artist and I specialise in coloured pencils. So if you're interested in art or drawing or anything to do with that, then please stick around and I'm glad to have you here. So this week I thought I'd start a new studio vlog. I don't think it'll be as long as usual because I've not started it on a Monday, it's Tuesday today. Probably just be a little bit shorter and I'll just film here and there what I'm getting up to and catch you up on some drawings that I've been doing. So this morning I've just finished off editing the next part of the heron tutorial for my Patreon and I'll show you how it's looking. I've figured out that if I turn one of my two studio lights off, it stops the flickering and it looks so much better on video. So here is my heron that I've been working on. Oh, little hair. I always get cat hairs on my drawings. But yeah, this is how it's looking. So it's quite a big piece and I've still got all that to do in August, but I'm hoping that it'll be fine. Once I get into the swing of things, it doesn't take me too long, but yeah, that is how it's looking. I'd really like to frame this and put it on my wall, but I'm also open to selling it. I don't know, I'll see. I found that originals don't sell as easily as they used to, so who knows? But yeah, I'm happy with how that's looking. I feel a little bit out of the loop today. I feel like I've not filmed like a video like this in a while and it takes me a while to get back into it. I always feel a bit weird talking to my camera. I feel like I look really hot and sweaty, but ever since having COVID last week I just feel like I've been really hot. I keep having hot do's. But anyway, I'm just gonna get on with some order packing. I've just had another order come through now, literally just as I've sat down to film this. I feel like that always happens. But yeah, I have 2 orders I think to pack and I just thought I'd show you my new thank you cards that I've been going on about getting for ages. I finally got a picture to use as the background and I have got them printed, so I'll just show you what they're looking like. I just got a picture of myself. I wanted to make them a little bit more personable, is that the word? And show the human behind the shop a little bit more, because I think you can forget that there is just like a real person behind an Etsy shop. So I used my best-selling card design, which is the tabby cat, and I just did a little picture of me drawing just to show that I do actually draw the designs, the original artwork. And then on the back I've just got a nice green background and thank you for your order, and I've just put a little bit about leaving a review if you're happy with it, and I've mentioned that I do commissions and I've put my social media and stuff at the bottom because I feel like anyone that buys a card could potentially be someone who's interested in a commission, and if they don't know that I do that, then they're never gonna even inquire about it. So I just wanted to put that on there, and yeah, and then I'll put a little message in white gel pen there just to say thank you. So get on with packing the orders now. I really like how the white gel pen looks on the thank you card. I like how they turned out, I think they look good. So yeah, I'm gonna pack these orders now. So this one is for Carol and it's a koala card. I'm happy these have started selling already. It sometimes takes a while for like new items that I put on to even sell at all. So yeah, I'm happy with how that's going. And then just gonna pack this. I feel so hot. I just can't stop being hot. Just had to open the window because I am having a hot day. But this is for the other order. It's an autumn leaves hedgehog card. I'd quite like to do some more autumny themed drawings. It's just getting the time to do like originals that aren't tutorials. I always feel like if I'm drawing something I might as well make it into a tutorial, and then it takes ages, and yeah, I don't really have time to just draw for like the fun of it much. I should probably start thinking about Christmas card designs soon because it's August, and before I know it, by the time I've drawn some new designs, it'll be like November, and I feel like people buy Christmas cards earlier every year, so I feel like I need to get on that. Just need to find some good images and just draw a little bit here and there in my spare time. I really need to do that. I would like to do some more Christmas markets this year, so Christmas cards are pretty important and I'd quite like to have 5 designs if possible. So I've already got 1, so I need to do 4. Oh my gosh, I'm just having like a realisation of how much I probably need to get on with. But because I have a 5 for £10 offer on my cards, it would be nice to have 5 different designs. But if I can't do that, I'm not gonna stress myself out about it. But maybe if I do them small, like little ones, maybe it's doable. I just thought I'd show you what we're drawing for the month of August over on Patreon. So I've already said that we're doing the heron for the advanced over 2 months, so we're carrying on with that for August. But for the fundamentals, I've had quite a few requests to do a tree branch, sort of following on from the theme of the textures from the environment that I've been doing. So I did a water texture last month, which I'll show you in a minute, but I've been asked to do a tree branch texture. So I've found this image by Keith Bannister, a local photographer that allows me to use his photos. He said that I can use them for Patreon and stuff too. So yeah, I found this image of a tree branch with lichen and moss because that was something that my patrons actually said they'd like help with. And this is the perfect mixture of textures in a tree branch. So the tutorial will just be for the branch, but I'm going to provide an outline for the robin too, if anyone wants to just have a go at it themselves. I won't be doing the robin in the tutorial because that'll just be too much, and that would probably be more of an advanced tutorial than a fundamentals. So yes, I will be doing the tree branch, but obviously if anybody does want to do the complete drawing, they can just have a go at it themselves. There's no, like, I'm not going to stop anyone doing that. And yeah, then you can have like a full wildlife drawing out of it in the end. So that's what we'll be doing. And that is the water texture that we did for July. And I really like how this turned out minus the graininess because of the new Fabriano paper, which I have been moaning about for a while now. Everywhere that I can moan about it. It's just changed the texture. It's very rough and doesn't blend like it used to. So I've actually got a new paper to try out for my next tutorial, and it is the Saunders Waterford, and it's the, I think it's 640 GSM hot press watercolour paper. So it's essentially the same as the Fabriano one that I usually use, just a different brand. So gonna see how that goes. I'll give you my thoughts on it when I have a go at it this month. So yeah, I will probably do the line drawing for the branch and the robin later on. But for now, I think I'm gonna go and make some lunch. I'm gonna have a toasted bagel with cheese and corn ham. I really like this. If you don't eat a lot of meat or if you're a vegetarian, this is really good. I just wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind a little bit. I get quite a few comments on YouTube and Instagram and just anywhere that I post my art of people saying that they want to try drawing animals or just using coloured pencils, all that kind of stuff, but they're afraid that they're not going to be any good and the art they create is going to be bad. And I think that's quite a normal thing to be afraid of, and any new artist is going to be worried that the work isn't going to look as good as the other artists that they've been following. But I can't help but feel like if you don't try and create something, you'll never be good, you'll never learn, you'll never get better. I think you have to create bad art in order to create good art, and I've created a lot of bad art over the years, and I'm actually going to show you some of the failed pieces that I've done. And these are just the ones that I've kept, so the ones that have gone in the bin are even worse. I just thought it'd be a bit of a glimpse into the reality, because a lot of the art that I share, and obviously a lot of other artists share, is the highlights, the work that went well, and we don't often share the work that went bad. So I just thought it might make you feel a little bit better if you see that not everything that I do turns out good either. When I first started YouTube, I did a dog eye tutorial, and I actually did it twice because I wasn't happy with how it looked. I think that was the one that I ended up going with, but yeah, I just couldn't get the blend right on that one, so that was a bit of a slight fail. I don't think it's the worst one that I've ever done, but yeah, that just shows that it doesn't always go to plan first time. This one is just I didn't like this one. This is a harvest mouse that I did, and I definitely did it way too big. I like working in small scale for stuff like this. And yeah, I just couldn't get the colours to blend in right, and it just looks a little bit weird, a bit flat, a bit out of proportion, and yeah, I didn't like that one, and I won't be continuing with it because I just think it looks a bit weird. So this is another one that I've ended up starting again. This one wasn't terrible, I just felt like I'd overworked all these red bits. Like it just looked a bit overworked, a bit like mucky, and I just wasn't happy with it, so I ended up doing that again. This one I ended up doing 3 times because I wasn't happy with the colours that I used, and at this point in my drawing journey I hadn't done many orangey sort of sandy coloured animals, so I was still trying to figure out what colours work together. So this was the first attempt, and this was for a commission of Harry. The colours look terrible, they didn't blend together well. I used the complete wrong colours and did the tiniest little bit and wasted this whole piece of paper. But then I did it again and still didn't like it. I still used the wrong colours and overworked it, and I really wasn't happy with how it was looking, so I did it a 3rd time, and in the end it ended up looking good. But it just shows that it takes multiple attempts sometimes to actually get the colours, or you know, to achieve the look that you want to achieve. Then this was another commission that I did that I really wasn't happy with. I made a start on it, and I mean, it's not horrific, it's not terrible, but I just wasn't happy with it. Again, I think with coloured pencils you can overwork it and put too much colour down, and then it just, you've reached the limit of what you can put on it, and I think that's what I did here. So I just didn't like the way that I'd blended the colours together. I just wasn't happy with it, so me being a perfectionist, I started it again. But I just kind of want to show that it's okay to make mistakes and start again. Even if you start again like 5 times, it's fine. You're never going to learn if you don't do it, and this is how I learn. Doing these 2 attempts at this cat helped me to figure out what colours actually do work together, and I wouldn't have learnt that if I didn't give this a go, if I didn't make those mistakes. So yeah, don't be afraid to make a complete mess of it. And this was another commission that I did that I, again, completely overworked the colours, didn't blend them well together, but yeah, I got to a point where I was like, this isn't working for me, and I just started again. So this one, this was going well, and then I just messed it up, used the wrong colours, rubbed it out, made it look really scruffy, and just decided to pick a different reference. So this is a bee drawing that I did, and I obviously hated it that much I used it as a colour testing, a piece to colour test on. But yeah, this is the drawing up close and personal. I just hated it. I've just hated everything about it. So yeah, that is just the reality of being an artist. You don't get everything right. But yeah, without all of these drawings that didn't go right, I wouldn't be the artist that I am today. I would never figure out that these colours didn't work well together without putting the wrong colours down. So it's all a learning curve, and nobody ever has to see this work that goes wrong. You can just pop it in the bin, never look at it again, and move onwards and upwards and try again. I suppose the most important thing is that you enjoy creating and drawing and making art, and if you do, then you're already halfway there, because you will have the passion to carry on even if the work doesn't look good that you've created. So yeah, just don't be hard on yourself. You've just got to keep going, keep experimenting, have fun with the process, and over time naturally you'll get better. It's not a case of I'm picking up pencils for the first time, this needs to look amazing. That just, don't even think like that. Just think, I'm picking up these pencils, I'm gonna have fun, let's see what comes out, and whatever happens, happens. I don't have to do anything with the work that I create, and if it goes bad, I'll just try again and I'll see it as a learning process. So yeah, hopefully that has helped to encourage you to give it a go if you're trying to get past that like fear of doing it. So yes. Right, I'm gonna do the line drawing for the tree branch tutorial. Gonna do the robin as well, but like I said, that won't be included in the tutorial. I just want to make it available as an outline if anyone wants to try having a go at the robin themselves. Right, I have done the line drawing, so now it's time to crack out my new Saunders Waterford paper and see if it's any good. Okay, so first impressions, it's quite dented compared to the Fabriano, but it does feel smoother. It does feel smoother, so I might be able to get on with it. It's a bit annoying how there's those dents in it. I don't know if that was me or if it came like that because I did lean on it to open it up, so that might be my fault, but yeah, it is a lot sort of smoother and more velvety than the Fabriano, so gonna cut a piece off and start adding the line drawing. Right, I'm not sure how much of this you're actually going to be able to pick up from the camera, but that is the Saunders Waterford hot press watercolour paper. That's the old Fabriano, so the really nice smooth one. Lovely texture, miss that a lot. And that is the new Fabriano, which I despise with a passion. So it's a lot more textured, it's a lot more like cold press watercolour paper in comparison to that one. I'll just show you in the light. Look how much more grainy that one on the right hand side is. Also, I feel like the colour of the old Fabriano was a lot crisper, more white. This is more of an off-white. This colour is closer to the Saunders paper, but so far I'm not sure this is as smooth as the OG Fabriano, but we'll see, we'll see. Just for a bit of background info, the reason that I'm trying the Saunders Waterford paper is because when I realised the new Fabriano was different, I got in touch with Jackson's Art, who I purchased the paper off, and just tried to like find out what were going on with it, try and clear up like why it's different. And they basically said the Fabriano texture changed in 2016, I think, which is obviously quite a while ago. It's 2022 now, so I'm just assuming they're getting rid of the old stock that they used to have, and now they're starting to roll out the new stock that they've got. So I'm just guessing that's what's happened. But the customer service rep just said, we recommend the Saunders Waterford as an alternative if you don't like the new texture. So let's hope that it's good. I can't really tell which side you actually draw on. I think it's the side without the indentation, which is different to the Fabriano. Usually I use the side with the indentation, so maybe that's where I've gone wrong with the new Fabriano. I don't know. So I'll just show you a little close-up in natural light. So this is the side that I wouldn't work on. It's a little bit more grainy and not as smooth. And weirdly, that's the side that had the indentation on, so it is the opposite way around for this paper. Hello, it's now Wednesday. I didn't end up finishing that line drawing yesterday because I needed to do my 2 hours of social media marketing work that I do for my part-time job that I have. And I was going to my cousin's house for tea and we needed to be there for like 6 o'clock. So yeah, I didn't end up getting to do the line drawing, but I've just done it now. I've scanned it, ready to put it on Patreon, and I'm gonna do what I said and put a version with and without the robin on there. I think this will be a fun tutorial. So I'm gonna put that on Patreon now, and I can't remember what I was going to do after that. I've had a mind blank. But so far, this paper seems to take the outline really well. So that's good. Just to see how it takes the colour. Impressed so far with the Saunders Waterford paper. I've just rubbed the robin out so that I've got a version just with the branch. It looks a bit funny, but I do find this paper, ooh, it's focusing, this paper dents a little bit easier. You can see where the robin was, and that wouldn't usually happen, so that's something to be aware of. I feel like it's not focusing. I think what I might do now is I might start editing this vlog and then I can get it posted before I go away. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think that's what I had planned in my mind to do, and I just completely forgot what my plans were. I'll actually show you how much I've done of a video that I've been working on. So I've been working on the beginner's guide to coloured pencils. It's taken me a while because there's a lot of different like clips that I'm adding to it, and I've done a big voiceover, and it's quite in-depth compared to like videos that I usually make. So I'll show you how much I've done of that. So this is the video so far, and it's taken me so long to do all of these different clips, and I've done 2 minutes and 26 seconds, and yeah, it's just mad how long something like this takes. Like there's probably about 20 or 30 different clips in there and voiceover, and it's still only 2.5 minutes, but I'm just working on it a little bit at a time because this is something that I want to be the best it can possibly be, because I want it to help people. And if anyone's ever stuck on what to do to get started, like which colour pencils to buy or which paper and what techniques you can use, I just thought it'd be handy to put it all in a video like this, and hopefully it's nice and educational, like good information in it. So yeah, I'm not going to rush it, I'm just going to do a bit at a time, and hopefully it'll be better. Hello, it's now Thursday. I feel like I've been a little bit rubbish filming this week. I've been a bit like all over the place because today I went to get my hair done, ready for the holiday, and I'm just gonna do like bits and bobs here and there. So yeah, it's been a bit disjointed compared to usual, but that's just the way it is this week. I think I'm already in holiday mode in my head, so I've just been relaxing a little bit, doing bits here and there, and just chilling out, ready for a nice relaxing week. So I think I'm just gonna get on with my social media marketing that I do. I just like schedule Instagram and Facebook posts and like reply to customers, and what else do I do? I reach out to influencers and stuff like that. That's what I do in that part-time job, if anyone's curious. I think if anyone's thinking of doing something like I do, like becoming an artist or starting a little small business, I think it's good to get a part-time job. I really like just spending a couple of hours every day doing a bit of something else, and knowing that I don't have to worry because the money that I make from that covers most things that I need to pay for. So it's just peace of mind, it's the stability. You never know what the month's gonna look like. You might not get any commissions for a while, and it's just nice to have that sort of base income, and then I can build on top of that with whatever I make with my portraits business. So maybe one day I won't have to do it, but for now I don't mind. I'm quite happy to do it. I also like the fact that I can just do it from home. I don't have to go and work in a bar or in a cafe or a shop or anything like that. So I like that I just work it around my own schedule. I just never really sure what I'm doing because it's not my business to share. So yeah, anyway, I think I'm gonna get on with that soon, and tomorrow is my last day before I go away, so finish off some last minute bits tomorrow. Oh, I need to send an invoice to book a portrait in that I've had an inquiry for, so I'm gonna do that now. But yeah, oh, I actually wanted to show you something that I got at the car boot, not last week, the week before. I've got a craft fair coming up in September. It's Saturday the 10th of September, and it's at the Hodder Valley Agricultural Show in Clitheroe at Dunstop Bridge. So I've been getting a few bits here and there where I can, just because I had a lack of like display pieces for putting my prints and stuff in. So I'll show you what I picked up. I don't know about anyone else, but I absolutely love going to car boot sales and charity shops and anything that you can find like little gems that are secondhand for £2-3 and just save loads of money. So I got these 2 wicker baskets that came as a set, a bigger one and a smaller one, and I think he charged me £3 for both of them together. And when I show you how well the prints fit inside them, you're not going to believe it. It's like they were meant to be. So I got them from the car boot, and I also got this from the same car boot. And it's just like a little wicker box, and I think I'll probably put my bookmarks in there when I go to the craft fair. So yeah, that was only £1. And it's just like little finds like these that are good to look out for if you're doing like craft fairs or making a little stall or something. You can find really good stuff second hand. I'll show you what else I found because I love a good find. Okay, so this is obviously not anything business related, but I just thought I'd show you anyway. I got this mixing bowl from the charity shop for a £5 and it's really good quality. I feel like these are usually like 30 quid, so yeah, I'm happy with that purchase. I just love seeing what you can find in second hand shops. I think you can find some really good stuff, really good quality stuff, so yeah, happy with that. Also, while on the subject of charity shops, my dad got me this as a present. He spotted it in a charity shop while he was out and about, and my mum and dad were both like, oh my god, we need to get that for Shannon because she'll love it. And there's obviously a wicker basket theme going on here, but how nice is this picnic basket? It's literally brand new, never been used before. I'll show you what's inside. So you open it up and it's got a little plate set and glasses and cutlery, and then you can put a little cool bag in the top there. So I love that. I think that's so me, and I really enjoy just going out for a picnic and chilling somewhere on a nice day. So yeah, unfortunately I've not had a chance to use it yet because the weather has been a bit rubbish, so I'm excited to hopefully use that one day. Probably be next year at this rate with how the weather's been, but maybe we'll get a bit of sun once I get back from my holiday, but if not, I'll save that for next year. But yeah, I'm all about trying to do my best and be as sustainable as possible by buying things secondhand, being conscious of what I'm purchasing, and I use a lot of eco-friendly packaging when I'm sending out orders and commissions and stuff. So yeah, it's just about doing your bit, isn't it? So I just thought that'd be a fun little extra bit to add in here, and I'll show you what the prints look like in the basket. They literally could not fit any better. So the biggest size of print that I do at the minute for craft fairs and stuff is 8x11, so A4 mounted to 11x14, and look at that for size. How good does that fit in there? Like, it's literally perfect. There's a little bit of wiggle room and I'll be able to fit my smaller prints in front of it too. And then in the smaller basket, I'm going to use that for my mounted greeting cards. So I think eventually I'll probably stick to just selling mounted greeting cards. I think that'll be a lot easier, but while I've still got some bigger prints left, I will take them. I don't know, I've not decided what I'm going to do yet with that, but yeah, at least I've got a basket for displaying both options. So for this, I think I'm going to order one more design of bookmark. I'm going to do the bow and owl as a bookmark, and then I can have just the two sat next to each other here. So I think that works really well. I think it fits in with the theme of the stall that I'll be doing. Nice like rustic country sort of style. And I just can't believe that these were £4 in total. And I'm pretty much sorted now with my display, so yeah. Whenever I edit my videos back and I listen to myself talk, I just think, why can you not talk properly? I feel like I say so yeah all the time because I don't know what else to say, and I just repeat my words, I stumble on my words. I'm not very eloquent, like I'm not very good at articulating my thoughts, putting my thoughts into words in a way that sounds good. I've never been good at that, and that's probably my biggest downfall, like my biggest insecurity / weakness. I don't know, I always think, God, I sound like a right idiot, but if you understand what I'm saying, hopefully it's fine. It's just, I don't know, I get really like, why can't you just speak like a normal person? But yeah, going to show you Brandy's commission that I did a little draw with me on, and then I think once I've shown you that I might wrap this vlog up, because tomorrow I'm probably going to be in 100% holiday mode and I just don't know what I'm going to be able to film. So this is the current progress on Brandy the Bernese Mountain Dog's portrait, and I'm really happy with the progress so far. It's looking a little bit weird around here because I've only done part of the shadowing and stuff. I'd probably say it's in a bit of an ugly stage at the minute, but I'm happy with how it's looking. I only need to do this paw, a little bit more around here, a bit of shadowing around the bottom, and then it'll be done. But I'm not going to rush to get that done before I go away, because first of all, the mount isn't ready to collect yet, so I wouldn't be able to mount it and send it before I go, and I just don't want to rush it. I feel like I'd rather take my time and do it when I get back. I said it wasn't going to be done till August anyway, so yes, that is how that's looking. And I think now, I am going to love you and leave you. So I hope you all have a lovely week. I probably won't be very responsive. Oh, it freaks me out when my door opens. I probably won't be very responsive while I'm away because I don't think I get free data anymore, so I'll probably not really go online that much. So in the meantime, I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, I almost forgot to say, make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will be very grateful to have you here. So bye for now.